Welcome back to this World of Warcraft Let's Play. You're Sambo, and joining us this week is a Seraphis, our level 85 Draenei Death Knight. Say g'day, Seraphis.
For the good of all.
For the good of all, indeed. And in fact, folks, the reason we're here on our Draenei Death Knight and not one of our normal characters is very, very specific. That's right, if we go into our dungeon finder here, you'll see we've got ourselves a scenario, and this is called Theramore's Fall. And of course, if you guys have been following along with all of the things that have been happening pre the Mr. Pandaria expansion, you'll know that there is a massive world event on at the moment, and it is called Theramore's Fall, and this is it. And of course, we spoke about it when we were on our little Worgen Mage a few weeks back, saying how it's definitely going to change over in Theramore there on the island, and how Jaina is going to have things mixed up just a little bit. Well, this is what it's all about. And just a word of warning, folks, something that was a bit of a hiccup for me, and it might be for you as well, there is a item level requirement for doing this. I have no idea why Blizzard put this in, because it's a lore event. Why they would put an eye level requirement on here, I have absolutely no idea. Most stupid idea ever, by the way, Blizzard. So folks, if you don't have at least an average of 353, this will have a big padlock on it. I'm sorry. So you got to gear up to actually do this. This is ridiculous. So anyhow, I just had to buy myself a new belt. In fact, I bought myself a PvP belt because I couldn't be bothered gearing up. This is it's so silly. So this is a level 377 belt. It's absolutely no use to me as a tank, but it gets my eye level up to about 354 or so. In fact, I think, there we go, 352 out of 353, close enough, 353, there it is, and that means that this scenario unlocked. And of course, scenarios are new to World of Warcraft as well. I'm not really sure what it's all about, but we're about to find out, because the very first one is this major lore event called Theramore's Fall. Now, I've only got about half an hour left until the server shuts down, so we better get going. So look, if you've got any questions, let me know in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure that the scenario will speak for itself. And of course, you know, it's got to do with Jaina Proudmoore, Garrosh Hellscream, and of course an invasion of Theramore itself, which is very, very sad. However, this is only for level 85s. It's only eye level 353 or greater, and you can do it for a week from now, leading up until the launch of the new expansion. And then after that, I think you can do the scenario, but you won't get your achievements, and then Theramore will change for you to its devastated state. If you go there before doing the scenario, it'll look normal. I think that's how it works anyway. So speaking of thinking how it works, I honestly don't know how this works. I'm guessing that we tick this and go find a group, and it's going to put us in a queue. And if we hover over here, you can see we've got, oh my lord, an average wait time of 33 minutes. Something makes me think we're not going to be able to actually film it before the servers shut down today. But that's okay, of course, because what we'll do in the meantime is we'll do our shout outs, and then if necessary, I'll come back another day and film this. But for you guys, it should be in but a few moments. Anyhow, on to our shout outs. Let's get some good old dancing going on. There we go on, away you go. And our first shout out here is to Cody Mosaic. I hope I said that name right. And they say, hey, can I please have a shout out? You're my second favourite Let's Player. Good lord, okay, thank you. Wonder who your favourite is. I also have a question. Will you ever have a Death Knight for the Let's Play? I don't care about the race, but if you do, it will be number 1. You rock. Okay, well, as you can see, we definitely have a Death Knight. Yes, a Death Knight is actually my main in the game, believe it or not. So there you go. You might have seen her before in some of our live streams. So big shout out to you. Got another one here from Echo Minecraft 98, and they say, hey, can I please have a shout out for my level 85 human hunter named Inu? You most certainly can. Big hello to you. Got another shout out here, and this one's from Epic Faced Gamer, and they say, hey Sambo, can I please get a shout out for my level 40 Worgen Druid, and he is called Caven. You most certainly can. Thank you very much, Epic Faced Gamer. Big hello to you. Got another shout out here from Link for Life 199, and they say, hey, oh my goodness, Dire Maul. I miss going through there with my Warlock to get my Dread Steed back when it was actually a quest to do so. That's right, I remember those days. Speaking of which, he says, could I please get a shout out for my level 85 Warlock? And their name is Avarilia. You most certainly can. I love your videos, Sambo, and I hope you keep up the good work. Well, there you go, Link for Life 199. 199. Thank you very much for your support. Got another shout out here from Master of Shadowfire, and boy do I hate it when people stand there staring. Now let's move, shall we? There we go. It's just weird, don't you reckon? Let's get dancing again. There we go. One here from Master of Shadowfire, and they say, hey Sambo, could I please have a shout out for my level 44 rogue gnome Indinus, and a shout out for my guild called the Royal Knight on the Bleeding Hollow server? You most certainly can. Also, I started playing after watching you and Seraphis, and I watched for a while, but school got in the way, so I'm not caught up. But I know I watched up to episode 91, and starting a little bit after Yogurt was created. Wow, okay, that was a while back. So there you go. Thank you very much there, Master of Shadowfire, for your support. Greatly appreciated there. And finally, we got one more shout out here, and this is from Sander23325, and they say, hey, can you please give me a shout out for my level 85 Death Knight? Certainly can. You made me start playing, and ever since I've absolutely loved it. I'm still exploring, and please never stop playing or YouTubing. I love your videos. And that's from Sander23325. Well, thank you very, very much indeed. All right, there you go, folks. Let's have a look at this timer now, and you can see, yeah, we've been queued here for about 5.5 minutes. The average wait time is apparently 33 minutes, and yeah, the thing is that the server's actually going to go down in about 20 minutes. So somehow I think we're not going to get queued this particular time. But don't worry, folks, I'll be back after the shutdown, and of course to you it'll seem like absolutely no time has passed at all. We will get in a queue for this come hell or high water, even though it's got these ridiculous, stupid eye level requirements. Seriously, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about that. It is a lore event. There are plenty of people who aren't going to have eye level 353 gear. I have absolutely no doubt about that, and that means they're locked out from doing this scenario. That is ridiculous if you ask me, especially as a pre-release event for Mists of Pandaria. What on earth were Blizzard thinking? Anyhow, we're in, so we shall see how it goes. I'll be back when we're in a queue, so we'll see you then. And here we are, folks. You can see a group has been formed. We had to actually form a group in order to be able to enter this scenario. It was bonkers. We were queuing for absolutely ages. Looked up on the forum, so if you're having long queue times, make sure you actually form yourselves a party. And here we go, folks. So we're going to get some cutscenes.
We're gonna turn this place into a sinkhole.
And here we go. Look at this. We are stage 1. Defend the ship from the oncoming horde. And it looks like we've just arrived down here. Now, by the way, folks, another thing that happened overnight is all of the enemies got their health doubled. So if only we had done this yesterday, but never mind. Keep buffing this particular scenario. So you can see we've obviously landed here on the docks at Theramore on the Lady Mahani. You can see here stage 2, sweep the harbour and defeat the horde. And you can see that's a polearm. We'll just greed on that particular one. And I think there's only 3 of us in this particular group. And yes, what I was saying before is that you need to actually form a group. So we made a group of 3 and we queued instantly. Up until then, I was waiting for what seemed like, I think it was about 40 minutes. Absolutely ridiculous. So you can see these are level 85 mobs. Just going to greed on things here, really. Now, another thing is, apparently, you don't need heals, you don't need DPS and all that sort of stuff. Apparently, it will work with any combination of classes. And you can see we've got ourselves a chamois and a couple of Death Knights here. I'm going to pull these guys in. Oops, you can see they've gone over to the ship over there. Whoopsie. We'll bring some friends. And using my runic weapon there. And what that does is increases my threat. I'm going to use my pestilence to spread my diseases.
I'm out of range.
And making sure we're getting our loots there, which of course is going to be gold. Now, just to answer your questions, yes, this will be available after the expansion has gone live, but it will be a level 90 scenario.
I can't attack that target.
Now, the other thing, of course, is that when you do it now, we will get ourselves a feat of strength, which is fantastic. All right, let's see. I'm guessing that we have to get all of these guys. And you can see I don't really need any heals or anything. We're going to pull him off the shaman over there. So, yes, I am tank spec'd at the moment. And that is my main spec. Man, it's so weird to be here in Theramore doing this as well, by the way. Let's drop down a Death and Decay. And just doing the looting. But look at that. Look at what has happened to Theramore. The castle has been all blowed up. I cannot believe this. Oh my lord. Alright, we're rushing through this a little bit. But seriously, what has happened? You know what? I'm actually really, really sad about this. This is just unbelievable. And you can see we're slicing and dicing through these guys, no problem. So I guess it's okay that their health got buffed. Twice the amount of health, like I said, from yesterday. Gosh, it must have been super easy before here. No wonder they buffed it.
I don't have a target.
So I guess it's going to be just the three of us doing this. I honestly thought it was a big event like the old Gnomeregon one, which of course was a timed event and had heaps and heaps of people playing it. There were probably about 100 people in that particular scenario. But this looks a lot different.
I need to target something first.
Alright, so we've got the Horde ships that we need to torch by the looks of things. And let's pull these guys over as well. Aggro him, or her in this case. And let's silence them as well. Just keeping an eye on everybody's health, and everyone looks just fine.
I'm out of range.
It was weird, some weird targeting artifacts going on there. Look at Theramore, guys, that is so sad, seriously, oh my god. I so hate Garrosh Hellscream right now. Still, I guess that's all part of the WoW lore, and about making you upset about something that you actually liked. I guess that's the hallmark of a good storyline, I guess. Checking the loot, and here we go, burning the ship. leaking oil drum. There we go, lighting the drum. And get off the ship before fire engulfs it. There we go. You can see we've got 2 out of 3 of the captain's ships done. And let's mount up. And 2 or 3 of the Horde ships done as well. You can see we've already got 20 out of 20 of the Rok'Nah invaders slain. Gosh, it's so awful, isn't it? Seeing all of these Horde ships arriving here. Far out.
I need to get closer.
Make sure that we round all these guys up. And just spamming my AoEs there, of course, to try and pick up the aggro. And using my dancing rune weapon to do the same thing too. And you can see my little add-on up the top there is announcing that in the party chat. Oh, I still can't believe it. Of course, we were here not so long ago on Seraphis. You might remember that a couple of Let's Plays ago. And we were talking about this event about to take place. And lo and behold, of course, it has.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Get ourselves some fat loots.
I need to target something first.
And it looks to me like our other Death Knight there is also in tank mode. Yes, Blood Presence, which of course is the tanking presence these days.
I don't have a target.
Alright, so 2 out of 3 of the Horde ships torched and 2 out of 3 of the captains slain. Putting on our bone shield there, and let's drop another death and decay. Fire up our dancing rune weapon, get this aggro. Spread our diseases with pestilence, and we've got our outbreak there as well. For the Horde! No, this is definitely not for the Horde. And this is another captain that we're trying to take down as the frame rate goes poopy. There we go, come on frame rate. Don't do this to us now, not in the middle of a scenario. And there we go, frame rate is back, thank goodness. Not sure what that was, whether it was server side or something on my computer. Never mind, we're back.
I need to target something first.
So there we go, 3 out of 3 of the Horde captains slain, and now we just got to torch this ship. And there we go, get off the ship before fire engulfs it. And here we go, stage 3 into the ruins. Fight past the enemy. There we go, couldn't actually mount because we were still in combat. And yes, this is my Brewfest Kodo, by the way. So now we have to go into the ruins here. You can see we have to fight past the enemy into the heart of the ruined Theramore. Got a little dwarf shaman with us too, by the way. Very cool.
Still recharging.
And we use our dancing rune weapon again. Try and pick up the aggro here. And again, just greeting on stuff just to be polite more than anything else. Oh, look at that, we actually won something. Still some weird frame rate issues going on, but that's okay. Oh, and it looks like they're all coming in. Again, trying to pull the aggro here as well. Looks like we've got 3 mini bosses if you ask me. Here we are, Gashnul. This is definitely someone that we have to take down. You can see here, 2 out of 2 of the Vicious Werven, 8 out of 8 of the Invaders, and Gashnul slain. That's this guy right here. Done. Stage 4. The Lady Proudmoore. Locate Jaina in the Mana Bomb Center. And yes, that's that Mana Bomb that they dropped right at the beginning there. Can you believe this, folks? I seriously can't. Look at it. That is Theramore now. What has happened? Our good old Theramore is no more, sadly. Dear, oh dear. Just waiting for our Priest Chamois here to get their health back. And let's mount up. And look at this, here it is, the center of the destruction. Destroy the destroyer, destroy the siege engine at the west gate, and recover the stolen standards as well. There's Lady Jaina Proudmoore. Dear oh dear, I've got a funny feeling that there was talking going on there. We probably missed it, but you can see something very special here. If we zoom in, that's right, you may notice that her hair has changed color. Her hair is now turned white, and that is because of the Mana Bomb. That is a change that has happened through this scenario. It's normally like a strawberry blonde. So there we go. So this is the Mana Bomb. Can't believe what they've done. Good Lord. Now, I certainly hope we didn't miss out on some of her chatting there because one of the other members triggered it. Never mind. Again, if we do miss anything, we'll be able to come back here once we're level 90. And once the actual expansion is dropped, we just want to do this now, and I highly suggest you guys do as well. Make sure you finish it off this week, because you'll get yourself a feat of strength.
It's too far away. I don't have a target.
Alright, loots. And we just wait for our Priest Chamois again. Now we've got to get these standards, and it looks like there's one up there somewhere, because there's definitely, there we go, a stolen standard. There's a little cog icon there on the map. So I'm guessing that it's, oh, I see, they're in here somewhere. In fact, there's one right over there. Look at this, we've got a demolisher, we've got all sorts of stuff going on. I say we go in here around where the standard is, and let's pick up this guy.
I'm out of range. It's too far away.
So far, I haven't had to worry too much about any heals or anything. So again, if you guys are doing this, playing along from home, don't worry whether you've got a healer in your group. It is tuned so that any classes can go along, any combination of classes. It honestly doesn't matter. Looks like we've already got one of the standards recovered. And it says don't get caught in the demolisher's sights. Yikes! Alright, looks like one of our party members did though, so we're going to have to take this down. And trying to make sure that we get threat on this as well. And you can see our little dwarven chamois there is definitely getting pummeled. I'm trying to get aggro off. And it looks like we may have finally got it. There we are, finally taking down that siege destroyer. Boy, oh boy. Try not to aggro those.
I need to get closer.
Alright, so we're going for another standard, and it looks like there's one over there. There it is. See if we can pick this up. And I got it.
It's too far away. I don't have a target.
Now I wonder if that gives us any kind of buff. Let's have a look. Elemental Oath, Standard of Theramore. There we go. It increases damage done by 15%. Definitely worth picking up. We'll let the other guys pick up the other one. And you can see we get to actually carry that around, which is very cool. See if we can silence them, prevent them from healing. And there we go, final stage, the last stand. Protect Jaina while she attunes the focusing iris. Absolutely, we love Jaina Proudmoore. So we're going to do anything we can. Of course, it's a little bit too late. You know what, it's weird. I wouldn't have thought that this place would have got absolutely bombed at the beginning of this scenario. I honestly thought it may have been at the end.
No one can protect you. Kill the Proudmoore wench. And bring me that bomb!
Your people are despicable cowards, Orc. You're nothing more than rabid dogs, and you will be put down!
Brave words, mate. I'll spit in your face when you beg for mercy.
Mercy? Then you will have none. You want carnage? Garrosh will get more blood than he ever bargained for!
I'll bring the Lord Chief your head!
Good lord, strong words on both sides of the fence there. I've never heard Jaina talking like that before. That's for sure. And it is an epic battle. There is no doubt about it. And here we go, you can see we've actually got an objective here, Warlord Rok'Nah slain. And that's who I'm targeting right now. And you can see we've silenced him there. And he's nearly dead.
Not ready yet.
And he is down. And there we go, look at that scenario complete. Theramore's fall. Got ourselves an achievement there. Protected Jaina as she recovered the focusing iris.
Merely a sickening testament to Garrosh's brutality. The winds of change blow fiercely. Azeroth is on the brink of war. My apologies, but you must excuse me. I have much to consider. Farewell.
And there it is, folks. That is amazing. Will you look at that? Lady Jaina Proudmoore says, all of you have my deepest thanks. With the focusing iris removed, this lifeless bomb is merely a sickening testament to Garrosh's brutality. The winds of change blow fiercely. Azeroth is on the brink of war. My apologies, but you must excuse me. I have much to consider. Farewell. That is absolutely amazingly epic, folks. This is freaky deaky if you ask me. We are in Theramore and look at it. It is nothing but a mess. In fact, if we zoom right out, let's see if we can get a good look around here before we portal out of this. and there are still soldiers around by the looks of things, but look at that. Theramore has been reduced to absolute rubble. It is literally just a hole in the ground now, thank you to the mana bomb. I can't believe it. I'm so glad that we actually did that questing here when we could, because we no longer can go here. Look at it. That is Theramore Island. Can you believe this? In fact, I don't think we can actually bring up the normal map now, but what this is going to show us, there we go. Let's go to Azeroth. Let's go in here down to Dustwallow Marsh. And is it going to let us in there? No, it's not. Maybe once we actually get out of this scenario. But there you go. Once again, we've got ourselves Theramore's Fall, protected Jaina as she recovered the focusing iris from the Horde ravaged ruins of Theramore, and that is a feat of strength. And again, if you do this before Mr. Pandaria has been released, then you will get this feat of strength as well, and you'll be able to do it at level 85 like we are. Of course, after the patch, it'll only be available as a level 90 quest, and by the way, if you haven't done this scenario and you come to Theramore, it will look like it did back in the old days. So that makes for an interesting thing, because of course we had a whole bunch of quests that we could have handed in, and I'm guessing obviously now all those quest givers are gone, all blown up. And in fact, I do know, reading the lore, that Jaina Proudmoore was literally the only survivor here in Theramore, unfortunately. So yeah, I guess all those quest givers are gone. You know what, I can't wait to check out if I log back in on one of my other characters that have been in Theramore before but haven't done this scenario. I'm guessing that everything is going to be normal. So yeah, I guess it's a toss-up, guys. It's a bit of a word of warning. If you do this, you're never going to be able to come back and do Theramore quests, but then again, you're going to get that feat of strength. If you leave it, then you're able to come back here, but you won't get that feat of strength. So I guess that's up to you at the end of the day. But there we are. Let's hop up here and have another look around, shall we? Just see if we can actually see out over the back where the back gate used to be. That's if there still is one. Good lord. Oh, and look at this. We're actually right on the ocean's edge. Wow. With the Horde ships in the background there. There's the old gate over there, I think. Maybe if we just quickly run across here, hopefully without aggroing too many of these remaining Horde here. Where is it? Oh, yep, it was right here. In fact, that's it. That was the gate right there. Wow. And look at all this. It's all the graves of all of the people, of course, who were at Theramore. Wow. I don't know what to say. It's just so sad. I'm really going to miss Theramore. I mean, I've got so many awesome memories here. Oh, can you believe this? This is absolutely bonkers. Oh boy, wow. Well, I'm really glad that we were able to actually get it on film though. So let's port back to Stormwind City. And I guess that'll just take us right back to where we were in the beginning. And that is it. That is done. Now, a question that I have is, I wonder if we're actually able to do it again. And let's have a look in the scenarios here. And I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Maybe if we leave the party here, let's leave the instance group and we'll leave the party as well. Now let's go in and have a look, and yes, look at that, we can actually do it again. So I'm not sure if we still get the same rewards. Now speaking of rewards, let's have a look in our bags here and see if we did get anything special. This looked like a lockbox, but in fact it is a Spoils of Theramore reward here. So let's check this one out and see what it is. And what did we get? We got ourselves, we got ourselves some Alliance fireworks. Thought it might have been something a little more exciting than that, but you can see it actually shoots a firework that bursts into the Alliance symbol. So that's kind of cool. Better than a kick in the pants, that's for sure. That was very, very interesting, but I certainly hope you guys enjoyed and appreciated that. And of course, if you're into the lore of the world of Warcraft, then you'll know as much as I that that is a huge event that has now happened in Theramore. And in fact, let's go look at the map now that we're not in the instance. Can we get over there? We'll see what it looks like. No, well, it's still there. So I guess we'll have to go for a trip over there and check it out for ourselves, I guess. Maybe Seraphis, when she goes there, because of course she isn't big enough to do the scenario, I'm guessing that Theramore Island will look just normal to her. We'll have to go and check. Now, it looks like I got some mail. Oh, from Lady Jaina Proudmoore. All right, well, this is interesting. Maybe this will have more information. Let's check this out before we finish off this episode. Here we go. Theramore Tabard. Oh, what's this? I wish to send a token of my gratitude for your assistance after the Horde-wrought catastrophe upon Theramore Isle. May you wear it with pride and always remember Theramore. Lady Jaina Proudmoore. Wow. Okay, so there we go. Let's click on that, and I wonder what it is. Let's have a look. Right click to plant your Theramore banner, and you can see the flavor text there is remember Theramore. Okay, so let's equip that then. There we go, and presumably it's going to, yep, it is the Theramore colors, if you like. There it goes. So let's see what happens if we actually use this. And oh, look at that, we actually get ourselves a banner that we can throw down. And there it is, Theramore banner, and it's just got a 3-minute cooldown on that. So there we go, we can always show our pride for Theramore Island, and I'm guessing that this is unique for doing it prior to the release of Mr. Pandaria, which is very cool, so I'm doubting that you'll get that if you do it after the launch, so I'm very pleased that I've got that. Anyhow folks, there it is the end of Theramore Isle. We hate Garrosh Hellscream, poor lady Jaina Proudmoore's hair has turned white, and there is no more Theramore Island. Oh my god. Oh well, we'll just have to wait and see what happens, of course, because this is pretty much a prelude to an escalation of the Horde versus the Alliance war in the Mr. Pandaria expansion, and to be honest, I can't wait to see what happens. Anyhow folks, that's it from us. Certainly hope you enjoyed that episode. Hope you'll join us in the next one. In the meantime, on behalf of myself, Sambo, and Seraphis here, our level 85 Draenei Death Knight, it's us saying take care. Hope you guys are having a great week wherever you are in the world. We do look forward to seeing you next time. We will see you then, and bye-bye.
Vindar's blessings be upon you.